Momori decides to test his new skill on one of the soldiers, so he tells Ceres to be ready for anything. He uses Berserk on the soldier, which deals damage to him because Berserk forces the body to move and Paralyze is still active, an effective combo. Next, he tries Dark, which pretty much blinds the target but has a longer range than Sleep. He decides to test Freeze later because he's running low on MP and he disconnects from Piggymaru. The dragons Momori poisoned earlier start dying off and he gets XP from them, but a lot more from Civit's dragon than the others. The XP he gets raises his level and thanks to that fills back up his MP. Ceres is just there and amazed by everything. She wants to know if the power he uses is from another world, and he says maybe it is. She gets a little worried because she was exiled from Allion, but Momori says it's all good because he was too. To be specific, that shitty goddess said I was useless, so don't worry, I'm not going to turn you over to her. I'd prefer to keep the whole me being from another world a secret too. I kinda didn't even want to tell you. That aside though, I haven't rewarded you yet. She says, but I didn't do anything, you did all the work yourself. True, but without you watching the 5 Dragon Knights, I couldn't focus on the rest in the air. Ceres goes silent and Momori asks if she's okay and reassures her that she was helpful. She says she's just glad she could protect the person who saved her life. As they wrap up their conversation, Ceres starts blushing because of how he smiles at her. A little after that, they hear a cough and he tells her she can put away her sword because the 5 Dragon Knights are about to die. The problem with poison is having to make sure the person dies. Any normal person might cancel the skill out of pity, but not Momori. He watches them suffer. And the new skills he got represent all the things that allow him to kill a person without remorse. Eventually, he walks over to Civit, and Civit wants to know who he is. So he tells him he's a hero from another world, but his job isn't to save the world. He tells Civit to close his eyes and accept his fate, but even as he's passing out, his eyes don't shut. He had a short flashback into his childhood, around the time he was training to become the strongest. And that was the end of Civit Gartland, humanity's strongest.